up, Leo? Welcome to your love reading. Let's try this shit again. I literally was like 7 minutes in and it was about to get real, like really, really real. And then boom, everything cuts off and deleted. Normally when things cut off, they still are kind of saved someplace, but Mercury, listen, it's like your last day. Stop fucking with me. Okay, let's move on. Let's start over. Now, I do want to say, before I get into it, this is perfect for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, okay? Everything is not going to resonate with you guys. Please don't get corns on your feet trying to make a shoe fit that won't, okay? Also realize that whatever I say and whatever any reader says, things can always change. This is just what things look like right now. We're taking a snapshot of life right now, right? But then whenever we make decisions and free will comes into play, things change. So that's also something to keep in mind, okay? Now, with all that being said, this reading specifically feels like those Leos who have broken up with somebody, especially if it's been within like the last 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, hell, could be 3 years. If you experienced a bad breakup, something that really left you feeling like, ugh, then this might be for you, okay? Again, please go check out your other signs if it's not resonating. And even if it's not for you, I pray that for all of you, you get some type of advice, some insight, a gem, a something, okay? Now, unseen energy, bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. So I do feel like you guys are really focused right now on your stability. I feel like you're focused on your money. I feel like a lot of you guys do, have that dream of having this family dynamic, right? Because the Queen of Pentacles to me, like, she's like the ultimate mom. She's like that mom that works and cooks and cleans and like probably has her own business, probably has a green thumb. She's really good with, outdoorsy stuff. Like she can just really kind of do it all, right? And I feel like you guys are really trying to, and I said this in your general, I feel like the last few months, there's been a big emphasis on money and how that helps and affects like the way you live your life and like your family, right? So I feel like that's the emphasis. Now, where you guys are starting out is this Three of Swords energy, which, I mean, it's heartbreak. You can see that, right? It's heartbreak. And for a lot of you guys, I feel like it's residual heartbreak. For a lot of you guys, I don't feel like it's something that just happened. Some of you it may. But it is something that really in many ways kind of changed you and affected you and shit hurt you. Now, right next to that, you've got the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, again, I mean, Ten of Swords with the Three of Swords, that's tough. That's this person stabbed you in the back. This person betrayed your trust. This person, was not forthright, was not honest. This person just, it's an energy of feeling like this person just really did you in, right? And then if it doesn't seem hard enough, we've got 10 of Wands. So what I will say with this 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands is I do love that it's a 10 because this indicates to me that we're coming at the end of this, right? We're about to start a new cycle, which is really, really great. Now, if we were talking about a work situation or something, this 10 of Wands to me could look like, okay, you've got too many responsibilities. Find ways where you can delegate them to your coworkers or whatever to kind of make this, a little bit easier for you. Now, we're talking about this in terms of this relationship. It seems more like you guys are really ready to let go of the hurt, really ready to let go of the guilt, really ready to, let go of the things that just, they don't serve you right now in this life anymore. Like you guys have so many good things ahead of you. And I think that there's so many things that you guys are wanting and shooting for. And I think you guys, a lot of you guys who have been kind of in this stuck place of feeling sad over a loss, it feels to me like you are now like, you know what? Like I got to let some things go. Like this is too heavy. It's too heavy and it's holding me back from new experiences. It's holding me back from new things. And why would I let this person continue to hold me back type thing, right? Now, I was saying in the video before it got cut off, and I just want to share this really quick. I've been exactly here. So whenever I'm saying these things, don't think I'm sitting here like telling you what you need to do, judging, none of that. I'm coming from a place of Queen of Swords. And it's funny, I'm an air sign, I'm a Libra. I'm coming from a place of wisdom from what I've gone through myself. And so I say this out of love. What helped me with my healing when I felt like I was betrayed, and I was stabbed in the back, and I was cheated on, and I was this, and I was that, lied on, everything. What helped me, honestly, and it's hard to do, but what helped me was to get my power back by taking control and acknowledging and seeing where I've contributed to this toxic situation. Meaning, okay, yeah, this person did this and this and this and this and this, but I let them, right? And even though it's hard to move away and it's hard to move on from something you love, it's even harder knowing that you allowed people to come into your sacred space and hurt you. But at the same time, it gave me my power back, right? It gave me my power back because it's like people are going to put you through, people like that, they're going to put you through only what you allow them to put you through. So by me taking back my power and my responsibility, it made me feel like I learned my lessons. And now going forward, whenever I do go on dates, whenever I do meet people, do you think I'm going to let that shit happen to me again? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? Because I'm not sitting there playing the victim, although yes, I was the victim. Although yes, things did happen to me, but I didn't have to let them happen for so long. I didn't have to go along with it and pretend like everything was okay. I didn't have to try to be that person like, oh, Libra, like I can find, I'll balance this. No, I didn't have to do that for as long as I did. Do you know how long it takes to stack up 10? Like, do you know how long it takes to stack up 10? I could have dropped this shit swords and wands ago, but I didn't. And it's okay though, because now I have my lessons and now I learn, right? So it's really, I think for you guys, important if you're still going through this hard time to find the silver lining in all of it. And the silver lining is, okay, yes, this happened to you. And don't be mad at yourself for allowing it to happen to you, but look at it from a different perspective. Like, you know what? I allowed this, and take that responsibility back and take that power back. It actually, it's hard to do, but it's such a freeing feeling. So I just wanted to share. Okay. Now, this other person, they feel like shit. Okay. They're in a place where they feel bad over what they've done. They're feeling regret. They're feeling guilt. They keep looking at the past and being like, oh my God, I fucked that up. Not realizing that there's 2 more cups out there, but they are literally stuck in the past. 5 is a card of chaos. It's a very uncomfortable number in the tarot. And you have 3 5 cards here. You've got cups, pentacles, and wands. So this has been a very chaotic time, and it's been a very chaotic shift. And if you, like, let's say there's someone who did you wrong, and you're over there like, this motherfucker does not care, and, they never loved me. No, I think they did. But I think, it sucks, but some people just really have funny ways of showing love. And some people were never properly loved or shown love to know what that looks like and know how to reciprocate it. It almost feels like it's something like that. This person right now is eating shit. They are eating shit for it, I feel like. Right? Feeling really guilty. Because how they viewed you was this loving person. They viewed you as someone who's very kind and likable and lovable, emotionally intelligent, cared about all people, cared about things. And you know what? Since this is a king and they see themselves as 5 of cups, it feels almost like everything that they did, the hurt that they put you through was almost self-sabotage, because they actually looked at you and valued you to a point where they felt like they couldn't match you. And almost like in a way for their power, for them to feel kind of superior to the situation, they do these dumb things that in turn hurt you. And it leaves you feeling like, they don't think much of you, but I don't think that's the case at all. I think it's more like it was a self-sabotage thing, because it's just like you felt like you were so great for them, so like too much for them, right? And so it's like they were bound to fuck it up, so they just went on and fucked it up. Now, with that, I do feel like they're feeling left out in the cold. I do feel like they're feeling raggedy. I do feel like they're missing you. I feel like they're, there's a lot of lack there, right? There's a lot of lack there. Also, this could have been a situation where Like, let's say they were using you financially. Now that you're not here, they're in a place where they're like, oh my God, I have to figure this shit out by myself and I can't, right? So basically, in terms of even financially, you could have been really being the one that was holding it all together, and they really went along and fucked that right up. And now they're feeling it. So for those of you guys who are like looking at your ex and you're like, I hope they feel bad. I hope their life turns to shit. It did. They do. You know, I don't think that we should keep going. You know, I don't think that we should wish bad things on each other. I understand if you do, because I've been there before too. But if you're worried and thinking that they don't care and that they're, you know, you hope they get theirs, they're getting theirs. They're in a place where they do not feel good. They're in a place where they do not feel worthy, not even of themselves. And they want to move on. They want to be able to start new. I do feel like they want to be able to start new with you. You've got the Fool card clarifying that Five of Pentacles and the Sun card at the end. So at the end of the day, whether they acted like it or not, you actually brought them a lot of happiness. Look at right underneath that rejuvenation, which is also the Judgment card. I feel like they want that old thing back. Okay? And I think they're realizing now, but it's like it took for you to leave. It took for you to take everything with you, all your resources, all your everything, which sucks because it's like, damn, I had to do all that just for you to realize my worth. Some people are slower to learn, you know? You could have been dealing with a water sign. Could have been a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could have been an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Could have been an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Really, all the signs are out here. I feel like it could be anybody. But definitely there's feelings of, they're feeling like shit. They're feeling all the guilt, all the regret, everything, every bad thing that you wanted them to feel because they did this to you. They feel it, girl. Like they feel it. They feel it strong. Now, the obstacles is the Five of Wands. You know, I feel like there was too many people in your relationship. Whether this meant they were cheating on you, which I definitely feel like there was a lot of cheating going on with this Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, or just people always trying to like have something to say. There was always chaos. There was always drama. It wasn't one of those relationships that's easy. And not to say relationships are always easy, but some do flow more than others, right? Some people you're able to roll with more than others, but it just seems like there was always tension there and there was always friction. And with that being said, I feel like there's still tension now. Like for a lot of you, I feel like if they were to reach out to you, you'd be like, bitch, bye. You know what I mean? So it's like they aren't on the same page. They're not fighting for the same cause. Actually, if you look at this card, you can't tell who's fighting who. It just really looks unorganized, right? So it's like, you guys, I feel a lot of times when you were in this relationship, when you guys were fighting against each other instead of you guys together fighting against whatever the issue was. And that's still the thing. And I feel like they feel like they don't want to come to you, like they're scared to come to you because they feel like you're going to come back at them with this really intense energy. But I feel like for a lot of you, again, you're in this place where you're ready to drop all these troubles, drop all these bad feelings and this resentment, because I feel like your focus is elsewhere. Like, I feel like you guys just really want to be stable. I feel like you guys just really want to be happy and comfortable. And so not to say that you won't blow their wig back one good time, but for me, it seems like you guys are pretty much above the petty drama. Let me clarify this Five of Wands for you. Nine of Cups. Yeah, they can see that you are happy by yourself. Nine of Cups is total fulfillment, but like on your own. It indicates that it does not take anybody else to make your happiness. I feel like you guys have come through a time of real healing. And with that, you guys are really satisfied with how far you've gone. And I don't know that you guys are willing to go back and risk it all for some shit like that. You know what I mean? I just don't know. And they don't know. And so that is the obstacle. But trust me, I feel like this person wants to come back. I feel like they do want this new beginning with you. But they also realize that your life right now, looks like they might be even spy on you. And your life right now looks so great and so easy. Like they're like, oh, she's in a better place without me. That kind of energy, right? Now, advice for moving forward is to look into your intuition. Keep trusting her. Keep. Whenever you get the Queen of Cups, it's always to me a huge indicator to really tap into that intuition, really trust what the gut is saying. And also, I feel like it's indicating for you to move forward, and in order for you to get the love that you want, it stay in that divine feminine energy. Don't let people like pull you out of yourself to argue with them and fight with them and be messy with them, right? If love is what you want, I feel like it's really important that you guys are staying in a place of love so that you can attract love, right? Because our energy has a lot more to do with the connections we make than we even realize. And this has to do with either if you're a man or a woman, right? Because we all have masculine and feminine energy in us. So it doesn't matter if I'm speaking to you and you're a man, like get into that divine feminine. Because that's where creativity comes from. That's where intuition comes from. That's where, that nurturing nature comes from. And first of all, nurture yourself. Be fair to yourself. Before you make decisions, ask yourself, how does this make me feel? You know what I mean? How does this make me feel? Now, it's interesting because when I'm looking at this, King of Cups and Queen of Cups both showed up here. So I do feel like this was something that there was real potential, for a great relationship. This is probably a soulmate, right? But soulmates we don't always end up with. Sometimes some certain soulmates come in our lives to teach us a lesson and to challenge us in different ways for our growth, right? The thing is, though, it feels like there would be a lot of work that needs to be done in order for this to happen, because it just feels like at this point, too much pain was caused, too much unnecessary pain. And I don't feel like you guys are really talking much, a lot of you guys. I feel like you guys are kind of in your separate corners and just both feeling the heat, right? And then where that leaves you is Two of Pentacles. This is kind of dancing around and trying to find the balance. And some of you guys maybe really, I feel like some of you guys still have them on your mind, and some of you guys may be beating yourself up for still feeling the way that you do, and don't. It's a process, right? Some of you guys are going back and forth, especially let's say this person has come forward and they've actually told you, hey, do you think we can try again? Some of you guys are really trying to weigh that out. Let's see what this Two of Pentacles has to say. King of Wands. So some of you guys are really thinking about taking action and going for it, right? King of Wands, that's your energy. And King of Wands always takes action. Because a lot of you guys do want this family back or this happiness back. But I can tell you one thing, it's going to take a lot of work. I don't think that this person coming to you and just saying, hey, I want you back, I'm sorry, is going to be enough. I feel like this is something that you guys would have to work for. And really try to figure out how to get over past hurts. Even if that involves going to therapy, or if you guys have someone that you guys both equally trust and who can counsel you, and you know what I mean? It just seems like there needs to be work done. I don't feel like it's impossible. Again, because there's a number of you who it feels like you are open, like you're entertaining the idea in your head, right? And trying to decide if this is something you should go for. And then with that King of Cups and Queen of Cups energy, I do feel like there was real connection there, but I mean, my God, they just really kind of did you in. They just really kind of left you like done in, okay? But again, I do feel like you guys are coming out of that energy of it hurting so bad. I feel like you guys are ready to make this new move. With them, I don't know. I feel like it's mixed. I feel like there's literally some of you shouting at your fucking phone like, hell no. I feel like there's some of you who's like, I don't know, But what I do know is Spirit wants you to pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Again, going back to your gut, going back to your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, probably isn't, girl. So love yourself enough and respect yourself enough to recognize these red flags and to honor you first, right? You're bigger than what a relationship has to give. You are bigger than that. You don't need a relationship. You don't need that. If you're one of those people who feel like, I need, but I need, you don't need shit except for your own self love, which I think you guys are really coming into a place of that. So don't let this mess that up. Be very discerning, okay? Again, not to say it can't work out, but I feel like for a number of you guys, it's like done, right? And if you're even entertaining this, it's going to be important that you're not just listening to the words, but you're looking at the action behind what they're saying. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you next year.